Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hit that on the show. I hit that on the show. Hello, everybody. My name is Gail, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And that's by the ways, let's get started now. And hello, everybody. My name is Gail, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And that's by the ways, let's get started now. And we're at Game 72 of the 2025-2026 Toronto Maple Leafs regular season. And that's by the ways, let's get started now. So as the Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Boston Bruins 42, that's the final score of the game, and that's it. By the way, let's get started now. As my final scores are pair of goals, and the Toronto Maple Leafs now a 3-game losing streak with 42-3 over the Boston Bruins on Tuesday night. By the way, let's get started now. And let's break down the game. By the way, let's get started now. So let's do it anyways. Okay, let's start in the first period with 5 minutes and 4 seconds in the first period. Elias Lindholm scores for the Boston Bruins. It says Morgan Geeky and Corviju, whatever his name is. I cannot pronounce his last name. So yeah, and the Boston Bruins are up 1-0 in the first period, and that's it. Now, end of the first period. Alright, in the second period was 7 minutes and 20 seconds in the second period. Marvin scores for the Toronto Maple Leafs on short-handed goal on the visited, and the Toronto Maple Leafs tied the game 1-1 in the second period, and that's it. Alright. And 18 minutes and 8 seconds in the second period. Max Stormy scores for the Toronto Maple Leafs on the piper goal. It says John Tavares and over Michael Lawson, and the score was 2-1 in the second period. Okay, now end of the second period. Alright, in the third period, with 3 minutes in the third period, William scores for the Toronto Maple Leafs. It says John Tavares and Chad McCade, and the score was 3-1 in the third period, and that's it. And 5 minutes and 8 seconds in the third period, Sean McWall scores for the Boston Bruins on the piper goal. It says Daryl Pastrnak and Zaza, and the score was 3-2 in the third period, and that's it. And 19 minutes and 38 seconds in the third period, Marvin scores for the Toronto Maple Leafs on the internet goal. It says William Randall and John Forrest, and the score was 42 in the third period, and that's the game. So yeah. And the Toronto Maple Leafs are 30-29-13, and the Boston Bruins are 39-24-8, and that's it. Alright. And 8. So yeah. Max Domi and William Randall also scored for the Maple Leafs, and John Forrest had 3 assists at Toronto usher Boston 35-20, and will avoid a 3-game series sweep in the Richard 6 rivalry. And Anthony Stars finished with 18 saves. Elias Lindholm and John McVoy scores for Boston, which holds the top wildcard spot in the Eastern Conference standings. James Williams has 31 saves for the Bruins, who was at home for just the second time in the last 16 games. Stars was back in the net for the Leafs 3 days after taking a puck to the duo during warm-ups and ended up in the hospital as a provision, and Stars stopped Lindholm on a rebound and front early in the second period. The point-blank save on Morgan Geeky to keep Toronto without a goal. Stars come. Okay, excuse me. Stars come through again in the third with a nice glove save on a backhand by Victor Emerson to push the lead. Boston, the current social life was called for a major bonus penalty with 2 minutes and 7 left in the second, and being a 4-3 on the power play, and Domi's score was backhand put the race up 2-1, and the Vols was drive head first into the box by Sodorov. It says on the goal, so yeah. And move for point Boston were a 3-2 on the pipeline goal with 8 minutes 8 seconds into the third, but nice seals it for Toronto with an empty netter on the pipeline with 22 seconds left. The Bruins announced late Monday that they signed a 2025 first-round draft pick James Higgins for Boston College to immature a draft agreement and re-sign him to a province of the AHL. Boston led the 19-year-old Higgins, the 7th overall last year in the draft, so yeah. And up next, the Bruins visit Buffalo on Wednesday night. And the Maple Leafs host the New York Rangers on Wednesday night. Alright. So we'll be on Wednesday night, so yeah, in Toronto, so yeah. So guys, so in Kansas City, that's the Toronto Maple Leafs got the win over the Boston Bruins 4-2. That's the final score. Tell me in the comment section below, and that's it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thanks for watching on my show on my YouTube channel, and that's it. I will see you next time in the next video on my YouTube channel. So bye for now, and peace, and have a good night. Talk to you guys then for tomorrow. Peace.